Let's talk about how to change your identity and become a completely different person. It's absolutely possible for you to change your life. When you watch this video, I really want you to get out of the victim mentality, the woe is me mentality, any type of rebuttal that you could possibly come up with. I want you to let it go right now. This video might involve some tough love. I might say some things that you don't want to hear, but honestly, the truth hurts and we can't always sugarcoat things to make ourselves feel better. You absolutely have the keys to opening whatever door you're interested in opening, whether it be financially, business related, relationship, personal. You can change your entire life. I'm not going to put a time frame on it, but you can change your entire life and we're going to figure out how. I really felt compelled to make this video today because my business just hit 10,000 followers on Instagram. And that is really big for me. We are really big on TikTok, almost at 100K, but y'all know Instagram, it is kind of hard to grow on there. I feel like my voice is going to be in and out because I've been losing my voice recently, but it is really hard to grow on it. Well, I won't even say it's hard, but it can be a challenge to grow on Instagram. So the fact that my business went from 0 followers to 10K followers on Instagram, that's a switch in identity. I'm not the same person that I was when I first created my business and when I first created that Instagram page. But this video is not about my business, but if you want to go follow me at Glow with Ro Fitness on Instagram, and if you want to follow my personal page, XL_Romani on Instagram. By the way, forgot to introduce myself. My name is Romani. I make videos about my lock journey and my lifestyle. So if any of that interests you, just keep watching. Make sure you subscribe to this video. Not this video, this channel, but make sure you like this video. But I say all that to say, I just have not always been this person and I'm going to constantly be transforming. I love the space that I'm in right now, but I'm always willing and looking to grow. And before we get started with the video, I do want to say that I understand that society and the system has an effect on what we do with our lives and who we become. But this video isn't necessarily going to be touching on that. I'm going to be talking about things that you can do in your life to change your life. When you're ready to become a completely different person, it takes planning. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and become a completely different person without planning. Anything good in life needs a plan. So my recommendation is always to get a piece of paper. And I know that we love electronics and iPads and we like to write things in our notes, but get a physical piece of paper, get a pen so that it's permanent, and you're going to write down everything that you want your life to be, and you don't need to hold back. You probably will be the only person seeing this, so you don't need to hold back, and try not to limit yourself. So when you get to thinking about your dreams and your goals and you get to start writing things down, don't be like, oh, that may seem like too much. Oh, I may not be able to accomplish that. Don't even think about accomplishing it. Just think about exactly what you want, whether it be for your finances, for your love life, how you want your body to look, what scenery you want to see when you wake up in the morning, how often you want to exercise. Do you want to exercise at all? What kind of food do you want to eat? You need to write down everything and really give yourself this idea of what your identity is going to become. So for example, you may write down, I want to live in Houston, Texas. I want to be a personal trainer that has 10 clients a month and they all pay me over X amount a month. I want 2 dogs. You can say what you want the dogs to be. I want my breakfast to be oatmeal and strawberries, and I want my dinner to be this, and I want a group of friends and we do things like this. Like, write down your entire thing. And so many people compliment me on my life and the things that I'm doing right now. But when I say I have written down every single thing that I wanted in my life for years, I haven't kept the same list all the time. Like, I am constantly writing out different things. But I do remember last year, I physically wrote out a piece of paper, and I actually still have that paper. It said that I was going to become a yoga instructor in Los Angeles. It said I was going to get to 100,000 on TikTok. Like, I had everything written out. I think it even said 10K on Instagram, or maybe it said 20K. I don't know, but I'll be there soon. I say all this to say I wrote all of these things down and I did not hold back. After you write down everything that you want to become, you need to start planning how the current you is going to become that version of you that is on that paper, because that's you. You just have to get there. And I say that that's you because the desires are already in your heart. So that version of you is here. We just have to really make her present, or him, whoever's watching this video, or they. And a lot of people don't think that they can accomplish their goals because they don't plan. Once you create a plan, literally all you need to do is follow the plan. But so many people lack at planning that they can't execute anything because they don't even know where to start. So once you have your paper down, and you're saying, I want to live in Houston, I want to be a personal trainer, I want 2 dogs. Okay, what do I need to do in order to get there? And maybe you take a separate piece of paper, and maybe you still have space on your paper, and you write down the steps to get there. How are you going to live in Houston? Maybe you live in New York right now. What do you need to do in order to move to Houston? Maybe you need to start searching for apartments online, and maybe you need to see how much that rent is. Okay, let's just say the rent is $3,000 a month. Are you capable of paying that $3,000 a month? If not, okay, what do you need to do? Do you need to start saving, or do you need to figure out what jobs can pay you that $3,000 a month to where they actually pay you more, but you can use $3,000 for your rent in Houston? Okay, let's look up jobs in Houston that pay over $3,000 a month. Let's really say over $5,000 a month, so that you can still have money for life outside of rent. Okay, looking up jobs in Houston that pay $5,000 a month. Okay, maybe you want to be a real estate agent. What does it take to be a real estate agent? So you literally have to just create a plan and do it. And it may sound like a lot, but you really have to think of the cost of things. And I was just looking at something on Instagram that said, people think that things are expensive. So like a gym membership might be $200 a month, and it comes with all of the amenities. And somebody's like, I don't want to pay that. And so they'll stay in the same position that they're in because it costs $200 a month. Meanwhile, they're spending so much money on clothes because they can't fit their clothes anymore. They're spending money on fast food. They're spending money on bottles and sections every weekend. But $200 a month for a gym membership that is going to help them is too much. We really have to start thinking about investments when it comes to ourselves and our lives. And I actually want to make another video about investing in yourself, because that's really been my mindset recently. Invest in yourself. It might seem like a tedious task to look up everything in Houston and figure out how you're going to relocate, but would you rather take time looking it up, or still be in the same spot that you're in 10 years from now trying to figure out, how do I change my life? You've been asking yourself, how can you change your life for the past 10 years? Make the change. Like even outside of the moving to Houston, I think, did I say like I want to work out? I don't know if I put workout on our imaginary list, but let's say you put that you want a flat stomach and you want to be fit. Okay, so now what do you need to do every day in order to get there? You could do one of my online fitness programs. The link is in the description box. But what do you really need to do? Do you need to work out every single day? Do you need to work out 3 times a week? Do you need to do strength training 3 times a week and yoga 2 times a week? What do you need to do in order to get that fit body? And it only takes 21 days to form a habit. So before you even move to Houston, you can start getting your body together right now while you still live in, I think we said New York. While you still live in New York, you can be working out. You can be crossing things off. Ran out of storage, but we're back. I was saying you don't have to do everything at one time. Maybe you get your body together now, and then maybe 7 months from now you move to Houston. Like everything doesn't have to happen at one time, but you need to constantly be working on your goals. So now that you have your list together, and now that you know everything that you need to do in order to achieve that list, this is where discipline kicks in, and this is all you. You've already done the brain power. Now it's time for the willpower. You need to actually be putting forth action and doing everything on that list of things that you need to do. And you need to do it every single day. And this is really going to determine how bad you want it, or if you even want it at all, or if you just like complaining about your circumstances. Because a lot of us just like complaining. Y'all like to hear yourselves talk, oh, I can't do this, I want to do this, and you just want somebody to feel sorry for you. But now that you've made the list and you know what you need to do, there's no reason that you're not going to do it. And you also need to figure out what you need to let go of in order to achieve that. Do you need to let go of hanging out all the time? Do you need to let go of your frequent spending habits? Do you need to stop being in environments that no longer serve you? Like, what do you need to do? do it. Take these tips and change your life and switch your identity, become a completely different person, become inaccessible to people who didn't deserve you, become just so engulfed with your own success and your own personal being that you don't care about anybody else. You're not thinking about anything else. You're only leveling up. You're only glowing up. Because if you're watching this video, you obviously want to change your life. You want to change something about yourself. So I want you to know that it is completely possible. Like I said, I'm not even the same person that I used to be, and I'm ever evolving. So continue to grow, continue to evolve, continue to pour into yourself. Stop giving so many other people energy and stop thinking about other people. Stop watching other people. Start thinking about and watching yourself and see your life change and see your identity switch. You don't have to be who you've always been just because that's all you know. I know that we get stuck in being in familiar areas and being around familiar people, but honestly, I want to grow. I want to see some shit I ain't never seen before. I want to do things that I've never done before. I'm not trying to stay in the same day-to-day things that we've been doing since 2015. I want to grow, and I hope that I can help you grow. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Make sure you write all your tips down. Send me a comment if you like this. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at XO_Romani and Glow with Ro Fitness, because like I said, we just hit 10K, and everything that you need is going to be in the description box. I will see you in my next video.